Че, поехали дальше. Надо посмотреть, что тут прокачать можно еще. Понятно, тоже пользоваться не буду. Понятно. Все, больше ничего нет? Больше ничего нет. Пойдем.
I'm not a politician, sir. That's not my concern.
Screw you.
Damn bureaucrats. We're on our own.
We can handle it, Jim. What's the latest?
We've got incidents cropping up all over the city. Cash, give us a rundown.
All right, let's see. First up, we've lost contact with the fire crew from Station 17. We've got their last known coordinates, but they're not going to survive out there on their own for long. Then there's this. It's a strange one. Body turned up. We didn't have long to look before the evacuation, but the forensics boys seemed freaked out. Real nasty. Also, we've had several sightings of the Riddler creeping around the train yard. Knowing that guy, he's got to be up to no good.
Look, I know you're busy, but anything you can do to help is going to save lives.
Don't worry, Jim. I have someone working a lead on Scarecrow. I'll see what I can do.
Good to hear. I've got a skeleton crew searching Gotham South and West. I'm gonna join him when I'm done here. We're gonna find that son of a bitch. Fernandez, it's Gordon. Give me an update.
Так. Да, вот сюда.
I'm going to investigate that crime scene. If there's a serial killer in town, I'll find them.
Good luck out there, Batman.
After you finish,
Don't worry about Ivy. That cell has her contained.
What's the flower girl got to do with Scarecrow? Is she a part of this?
I don't know. But I've got a feeling.
Yeah, I did too. Doc gave me some cream, and it cleared up in no time.
Отсылка к геморрою, бля.
this ain't the time to be a hero.
We should count our blessings that green-haired bastard is dead. We can handle those punks on the streets, Batman. But the militia and the rest of those freaks, that's on you.
Как всегда.
Never seen him up close before.
Смотри.
We've got your back in here, Batman. All of us. Owens from the diner probably wants you dead, but everyone else, Team Batman. You know, as long as that symbol's in the sky, there's still hope.
Gordon's crazy going out there.
You really think you're gonna convince him to stay? This city's his home, where he raised his family. He'd die for that.
Вот он этот полицейский из
poor
начала
bastard.
игры.
He ain't gonna be able to live with himself when he finds out what he did in that diner.
Пострелял
He's gonna
кучу
lose his
народу.
badge for sure.
Owens is a good cop, lives for the job. He don't deserve this.
Ебать, его в медикаментозную кому нужно, наверное, ввести, чтобы он, бедняга, тут не страдал. Хотя и там он может глюки видеть, блять. Мозг же все равно активный. Что тут?
October 15th. Still no sign of the preacher. No records, nothing. Something tells me he won't stay hidden for long.
For the Lord hath designed a most cruel and dark place. Yes, he has. It's where we put the heathen, the guilty men and women in his pavilion of pain, where lakes of fire burn and hot coals fall as hailstones from a black sky. You see, Gotham's days are numbered. I've seen it. He's done shown it to me. He's shown me the fire. He's shown me the bodies writhing in flames.
Очередной
But
психопат.
that's what's waiting for you. You who don't accept me into your heart. I am the messenger of truth. For the Lord hath anointed me with his sacred oil. He hath separated me above all others, and promised me and my children their rightful place in the new kingdom. Yeah, that's right. You will be made princes of all the earth. Amen.
Blackfire's sermons are getting worse. He's now...
What are you doing here, Ryder?
Hey, how's my favorite masked vigilante? One of those nights, huh?
You shouldn't be in the city.
Bet you're wondering about the tape. I'll let you in on the action, if you promise to keep me in the loop. What do you say?
It's not safe. You should have left with the evacuation.
And missed the biggest story of the year? Hell, the century. This is it. My chance to get back on top. Quid pro quo, Batman. What's the latest on Scarecrow? Any leads?
Stay out of trouble.
Hey, I try. Trouble always finds me.
Tape 8, October 15th. Still no sign of the preacher.
Джек Райдер. Бывший следственный репортер, а нынче ведущий скандального ток-шоу Джек Райдер хорошо известен своей настойчивостью и бескомпромиссным стремлением докапываться до правды. Побывав на волосок от смерти в Архам-Сити, Райдер написал ряд обличающих статей. Как признается сам Райдер, его показания во многом повлияли на решение властей освободить невинно осужденных заключенных, многие из которых получили весомые компенсации. Молодец. Целеустремленный репортер, известен за агрессивную страсть к сенсациям, ведет скандально известное ток-шоу, абсолютно не способен к самоанализу. Айви. В результате неудачного научного эксперимента ботаник Памела Айсли превратилась в получеловека, полурастение с хлорофиллом вместо крови и способностью одурманивать людей феромонами и отравлять прикосновением. Одержимая любовью к растениям, она стала биотеррористкой и на этой почве часто сталкивалась с Бэтменом, чья железная воля не поддается ее обстоятельным чарам. Обольстительным чарам. Недавно она была Найтвингом и заключена в тюрьму Бладхейвна. Но Харли Квинн устроила ей дерзкий побег. Аарон Кэш – истинный патриот Готэма. Всю свою профессиональную жизнь он провел на страже закона и безопасности в родном городе. Он стал одним из самых опытных и уважаемых охранников в Архаме. Он подвергся жестокому нападению крока-убийцы и лишился руки и заработал неутолимую ненависть к этому звереподобному преступнику. Он близко дружит с Бэтменом и комиссаром Гордоном, который вернул его на работу в полицию после закрытия Архам-Сити. Огромная физическая сила. Эдди Нэштон, он же Эдвард Нигма. Эдвард Нигма испытывает нездоровую потребность во внимании и хочет считаться самым умным преступником Готэма. Свои преступления он окружает множеством загадок и подсказок. Бэтмен сумел доказать загадочнику, что он достойный противник, способный разгадать все его замыслы, но теперь Энигма намерен подготовить ловушку, которая сокрушит Темного Рыцаря, даже если для этого потребуется кого-то убить. Униженный Бэтменом на острове Архем и опять в Архем-Сити, Энигма как никогда твердо намерен заставить его признать свое интеллектуальное превосходство. Незаурядный интеллект, одержимый желанием помериться с интеллектом с окружающими, оставляет для них подсказки, касающие его преступлений, навязчивая потребность во внимании и поощрении.
Hey, Batman!
Sure.
I guess Scarecrow gave you the slip. You broke my wrist for nothing. He's got plans for you, Batman. You and all your friends. Tonight's the night we finally break the bat.
Да, ты-то уж точно сокрушишь. Здравствуйте, господа.
Just keep waiting for something bad to happen. And then I realize it already has.
Even when we were loading the evacuation buses, I thought something could be worked out. A deal, a ransom, anything. But that's not Scarecrow, is it? He can't be reasoned with.
Just keep waiting for something bad to happen. And then I realize it already has.
I've never seen anything like this, man. Even Gordon looks worried. Nothing scares that guy.
It was too quiet for too long. They were planning it, biding their time.
That's all we've been hearing on the news is how great Gotham is. Gotham is cured.
Batman, just want to say it's good to have you on board.
We lapped it up.
You're probably safer than all of us down here put together. But be careful, please. I thought Gotham would be a good place to raise a family. Looks like I was wrong. I still haven't heard from my husband. He took our daughter in the evacuation. I keep praying they're safe. I'm processing the driver of the vehicle you took down. He's not your typical lowlife. Nothing on record besides a speeding ticket when he was 18.
Ты как тут?
I still keep seeing that car coming for us, Batman. I was like a rabbit in the headlights. You know, from what I've been hearing, that car of yours more than evens the odds. And that's without the guns.
This thing's had a serious upgrade. Air support saw it turn into some kind of tank. Nice.
Don't get too close. He's here. Back up.
Классная тачка, да? Моя. Такая только у меня и у Брюса Уэйна.
At least we got Ivy locked up. Last thing we need is her out there working her magic. The others might not say it, but thanks. We couldn't do this alone.
Good evening, Mr. Wayne. I hope the car's performing to your high expectations.
Actually, Lucius, she's a little sluggish.
I had a feeling you'd say something like that. Give me a few moments, and I'll bring the afterburner function online.
Thanks, Lucius. It was good of you to stay behind.
You want to thank me, Mr. Wayne? Just try not to hurtle off the road. I should have some more upgrades ready soon.
Люциус. Люциус Фокс, исполнительный директор Уэйн. В 1979 году первый раз появился. Исполнительный директор и президент Wayne Industries Люциус Фокс один из самых востребованных специалистов делового мира и один из самых близких друзей Брюса Уэйна. Опытный и прозорливый предприниматель и изобретатель. Свободное от управления корпорацией и фондом Уэйна время Фокс разрабатывает оружие, технику и снаряжение для альтер-эго Брюса Уэйна Бэтмена. Его стараниями арсенал Темного Рыцаря недавно пополнился новым Бэтмобилем и целым рядом новых и усовершенствованных инструментов. Исключительно деловая хватка, изобретатель и предприниматель, добродушен, дружелюбен, непоколебимо верен. Это хорошо.
Remnants of Gotham, I have messages for you all. To the vandals who stayed behind to pick the still warm flesh from Gotham's bones, have your fun. You are under my protection. To the cowards quaking behind the police department's walls, you will not be spared. And to Batman, I have already won. Emptied your city with a vial of toxin and a few threatening words. That's how little the safety you provided was worth. And when the dawn comes, when Gotham lies in ruin and I turn my gaze to the world beyond, the legend of the Batman will be worth nothing at all.
Тут мы еще посмотрим. Так, полетели вон туда, где там этот... Выл.
That's got a tank. Scarecrow's got lots of tanks. Where's my tank? It ain't fair, I'm telling you.
Alfred, I found a mutilated body, but this isn't the one Cash told me about. I'm going to try and establish a cause of death. Blood tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the victim's identity.
Right you are, sir.
Scar tissue on the upper arm. I recognize the pattern. 20 years ago, this was a badge of honor among inmates at Blackgate Penitentiary. a small group of racketeers known as the Bloodhaven Six. Remnants of a pacemaker fitted through the right ventricle. If I cross-reference the manufacturer with the pacing method, it will help to narrow the search.
Прикольно он сократил.
Clear signs of bone deformation on the victim's knee. Joint line sclerosis points to juvenile arthritis, a rare and debilitating condition. Alfred, I've ID'd the victim as Franklin Accardo.
His records are a litany of drug-related offenses, sir. In and out of prison from an early age. He was serving a 20-year sentence at Blackgate before being released early on grounds of ill health due to a heart condition. He moved to Little Rock, Arkansas, which is where he was reported missing.
What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham. They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
Someone killed, mutilated, and posed a body on Merchant Bridge. If I'm going to stop them, then I need to investigate the crime scene for clues.
Yeah, I can't wait till Scarecrow releases that crap. Life was starting to get real boring around here.
Alfred, I found another body. The mutilation pattern looks to be identical to the previous murder victim.
Then it appears Gotham does indeed have a serial killer in its midst. And here I was thinking this evening couldn't get any worse.
I'm going to scan the body for unique identifiers. Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis, a birth defect. A wedding ring in the lower intestine. The inscription reads Ophelia.
Нормально, даже надпись увидел.
The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent. Alfred, the victim's name is Anthony Lund. Hospital records show he suffered with alcoholism, most probably brought on by the breakdown of his marriage. The name on the ring, Ophelia, his ex-wife. He was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Another person taken from outside the Gotham area.
A significant detail, sir.
So are these words written beside the bodies. Try and find a connection between the two victims I've found, Alfred. There has to be something linking them together.
I'll try my best, sir.
Так, что у нас тут? Пожар.
The missing fire crew's not safe on these streets. I'll start by checking Dixon Dock West. That was their last reported location.
Ой.
Control, this is Falcon 5. I'm seeing a riot in progress. Cauldron District, over.
Think he's had enough?
Not by a long shot. He can take more. Ain't that right, Mr. Fireman?
Please, no more.
You know, I got a lot of respect for firemen. Rushing into burning buildings, rescuing kittens from trees. Yeah, you guys are straight up heroes.
Ладно, его бьют. Блин, да я же нажимаю. Вот. Получай.
Batman,
God, it's really you.
What happened here?
Our truck was attacked. Rioters dragged us out one by one. We were separated, taken away. Please, they're gonna kill us.
I'll save your crew. Wait here. I'll get a GCPD officer to pick you up.
Что расскажешь?
Hope that cop doesn't take too long getting here.
Много вас. Нет никаких улучшений, чего вы меня обманываете?
I'm worried about the others, Batman. I'm praying you get to them in time. Hope that cop doesn't...
Поехали по сюжету. Потом книгами заскочу.
I'm heading to the clock tower to see what Oracle's found on Scarecrow's toxin.
Let's hope it's good news, sir.
Penguin and Two-Face working together? That's weird. I don't like it.
By the time we're finished, there's gonna be nothing left of this stinking city.
Блин, красивое помещение.
Identity confirmed.
Что тут за компьютер? Это даже текст нахуй можно разобрать. Вау, прикольно. Такое.
Do I come in the Batcave, start messing with all your stuff?
You've managed to reduce the compound to its core elements.
But there's nothing in there that we can trace.
What if we'd been looking at this the wrong way? Instead of searching for the toxin, what if we focus on the manufacturing process?
Why didn't I see this? The reaction emits a unique radiation spike.
Run a scan of the city for this energy signature. It will show where Scarecrow is creating his fear toxin.
It'll take a few hours to bring the satellites into position.
We don't have enough time. I'll repurpose the antenna at the movie studios.
Bruce, I spoke to Dad. I hate lying to him. He'd kill me if he knew I was still in the city. He still blames himself for this.
We'll stop Scarecrow.
Можно с тобой поговорить?
Let me know when you've reached the antenna and I'll run a citywide scan for those radio waves. Keep an eye on my dad. I'm worried about him.
You look as tired as my dad.
If my dad finds out I'm still in Gotham, he is gonna kill me. I think it might be worth getting some extra help on this.
Ладно, пойдем.
Jim, we've got a way to find out where Crane's working from.
Thank God. What can I do?
Get your men ready. Soon as we've got a location, I'll let you know.
All right.
Ты что там, застряла, что ли? Да, она застряла.
I have waited for this night, yearned for it. When I'm finished, the world will be forever changed.
Посмотрим.
generator's damaged. I need to bypass it and power the antenna directly.
Hello again, Mr. Wayne. How can I help you this time?
Is the power winch ready for deployment?
It's 100% functional, though no guarantees if you're intending to pull that car of yours up the side of a building.
You read my mind.
It's in the job description, Mr. Wayne. Batwing's on its way.
Хера себе этот... Кстати, форсаж. А ну-ка, есть что прокачать? Да, есть. Вот это нужная вещь. И это нужная вещь. Это автосервис.
How do you plan on getting the car onto the roof?
I'll improvise.
The winch needs a secure anchor point to function. Once it's attached, just hit reverse. And please be careful with the car, Mr. Wayne. She's one of a kind.
Не сомневаюсь, что такая одна. Хотя ты должен был сделать там парочку. Блять, так и знал, что не долетит.
Why did I warn them, Batman? Why give those terrorized refugees time to flee? You don't know, do you? And it scares you.
Вау. А, тут аж такая штука есть, нифига себе. А.
Oracle, I've restored power to the radio antenna.
Great. I'm connecting now. I was just talking to Robin. I think you should too.
Bruce, you need me out there. We can find Scarecrow faster together.
What you're working on is more important, Tim.
Can wait one night. Let me help.
I've got this under control.
Okay. Listen, try checking in once in a while. We're partners, remember?
He just wants to help, you know.
Is the antenna ready?
Yeah, but we're going to need a microwave tower to triangulate Scarecrow's location. There's one at Falcone's shipping in the Cauldron. I've marked it on your map.
Thanks, Oracle.
Робин. Тим Дрейк, студент. В 89 году первый раз появился. Маленький Тим Дрейк присутствовал среди зрителей, когда на арене цирка была убита летающие Грейсоны, и в дело вмешался Бэтмен. Восхищенный героизмом Темного Рыцаря, Тим стал следить за похождениями Бэтмена и Робина. Впоследствии талант детектива помог ему раскрыть их истинные имена и убедить Брюса Уэйна и Дика Грейсона, уже ставшему к тому моменту Найтвингом, что в бесконечной войне со злом найдется место для нового Робина. Выдержав изнурительные тренировки, под началом самого Темного Рыцаря, Тим заслужил право стать Робином. Хорошие навыки детектива, обучен Бэтмену бороться с преступностью, целый арсенал высокотехнологичных устройств, почти гениальный интеллект. А этот гениальный интеллект. Ну-ка, как там у Бэтмена написано? Развитые. Вот физические умственные способности развиты максимально. Как это можно оценить, умственные способности? Развиты максимально они или нет? IQ-тест так не работает.
I think this is gonna be one special Halloween. We're gonna need a damn bomb to take out that car of his.
We're wasting time. We've got the run of the whole city and we're stuck up here guarding some antenna. You heard?
Scarecrow's men are guarding the antenna. I need to evaluate the threat and plan my attack.
If that happens, this whole operation falls apart. What do we need him for? For the hostage? Contingency.
5 soldiers, all armed. If I alert them, they'll kill the hostage, and need to reach a vantage point to draw them outside.
Probably huffing too much of that gas. I'd like to see you say that to his face.
You kidding me? I can't even look at the guy.
If I can separate them, they'll be easier to take down.
Hey, hear that? Someone's out there. You two, go take a look. The door stays locked. I'm taking no chances. Got it, boss.
Чё вы мне по крюкам-то учите лазить? Господи, я могу, блядь, полететь уже, ёбаный в рот.
There's no way we're screwing this up, you hear me?
На всякий случай, он сейчас повернется, блядь, как обычно.
Can't wait to get out there and have some fun. No one's stopping us.
3 more soldiers inside. They think they're safe if they stick together. Lucius, I've got a hostage situation. 3 gunmen. I need to take them all out before they can react. Is it ready?
Flexible plates over an MR fluid armor layer. You'll move faster, hit harder, and look scarier while doing so.
Send it, Lucius. Now.
Already airborne, Mr. Wayne.
Доставка. Новый охуевший костюм.
Let me walk you through it. The outer and inner layers of the bodysuit are made of a titanium dip tri-weave. It's between those layers where things get interesting. Wayne Tech MR fluid hardens in response to impact. With this kind of shock absorption, you'll be able to put more force into your counterattacks. The liquid armor's more flexible than the fibers you're accustomed to as well. You can use that increased maneuverability to take out multiple foes in quick succession. The suit's compatible with the Batmobile's electromagnetic eject mechanism too. You'll fly out of that thing like a bullet from a railgun.
Это то, что надо вообще.
Speaking of which, the new grapnel launcher will pull you skyward just as fast. Don't worry, Mr. Wayne. That suit can take the G's. How's it feel, Mr. Wayne? I've activated the AR training program. Should you want to run diagnostics or just break it in?
Костюмчик каков. Не хуже, чем у Железного Человека. Так, секунду. Поехали. Давай прокачаем сразу его. Ух, теперь вообще буду летать, блядь, по городу, как Супермен. 4. Не то. Не то. Не то. Все, это вообще полностью ветка прокачана. Да что такое? Все берем. Начать испытание.
Simulation activated.
Вот это полет.
Simulation complete.
Продолжить. Такая себе обучалка. Начать испытание.
Simulation activated.
Вот это тоже пушка. Давай, заканчивайся.
Simulation complete. Simulation activated.
This is your funeral, freak.
Не понимаю.
We're gonna hurt you, Batman.
Что мне хотят? А, все понял.
Get ready to die, Batman.
We'll make sure this hurts you, Batman. It's dying time.
Прикольно.
Simulation complete. Simulation activated. Simulation activated.
Что такое? Почему меня услышали?
Simulation activated.
Слишком быстро, наверное, просто близко подлетел.
Simulation activated. Simulation complete.
Нормально.
Simulation activated.
Мне надо их просто нейтрализовать, что ли?
Wonder where I'd be now if the Arkham Knight hadn't found me.
Simulation complete.
Все прошел. Симуляции. Комплит.
3 gunmen, 1 hostage. Time to put this suit to the test.
Костюм, конечно, пушка вообще.
The new suit is faster and more mobile. By getting close without being detected, I can get the jump on them, and in the panic, take down all 3 before they know what's hit them.
Help me.
Как тебе помочь?
Man, they said you were quick, but I never saw anyone take down 3 armed guys like that. Unbelievable.
You're safe now. I'll send someone to pick you up.
Thank you. Tell me you're gonna find Scarecrow. That son of a bitch needs to be stopped.
Чем-то расскажешь мне? Не хочет говорить. А, понял.
Oracle, I've attached the uplink to the microwave tower.
Perfect. I made an anonymous call to GCPD. They're gonna send someone to pick up the hostage. Come on, connect. Love the suit, by the way. Okay, both towers are fully online.
Time to find Scarecrow.
need to use both antennas to identify the micro and radio wave frequencies across Gotham. If I can find both frequencies at the same location, I'll know where Scarecrow is manufacturing his toxin. The radio and microwave frequencies point to Ace Chemicals. That's where Scarecrow's producing the toxin. Jim, I've traced the fear toxin to Ace Chemicals. That's where we'll find Scarecrow.
Impossible. I've had a team there ever since the evacuation started, just like you asked.
Круто.
Crane must have bought them off. Or worse.
I'm in the area. I'll round up my guys and head over.
Hold off until I get there, Jim. I'm on my way.
Hey, thank God we got everyone out of the city. Who knows what that sick bastard has planned. You'll find him and take him down. I know you will, Batman. Hey, thank God we got everyone out of the city. Who knows what that sick bastard...
Так, ну я сейчас поеду к загадочнику съезжу.
I'm going to the train yard. Nigma's planning something. He always is.
Remind me to hit a toy shop before we leave. Told my kid I was gonna buy him a present.
Ух ты, ё-моё. Давай. Давай, нападай. Жестко напинает. Ну, начнутся жопораздирательные гонки, блядь.
Why, hello there, Detective. Yes, it's me, your most feared nemesis, the Riddler. Congratulations are in order, for you have arrived early for this, the next generation of my riddles. I'm afraid the full particulars of my plan will have to remain unannounced for the time being, but I see no harm in rewarding the harmless little glimmer of initiative you have shown with a sneak peek, a preview, if you will, of the kind of conundrum I have in store.
Поехали.
Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivity. Rule the first. You will address me at all times as Riddler, the Riddler, or Mr. Nigma, sir. Otherwise, Detective, I expect your patented brand of churlish silence. Rule the second. All gauntlets, cowl-integrated microphones, and other communications devices, bat-themed or otherwise, are to be switched off prior to the start of the test. What? How did you solve tonight's very first riddle? Well done. Well done. Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires.
Поехали.
Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going vroom, vroom really fast. Tick-tock, Detective, tick-tock. Oh, dear. That would have injured someone whose skull wasn't so thick.
Чуть не упал.
Can those flickering, faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours.
Ну, что случилось, блядь?
Once more onto the track, Dark Knight. Once more. Now pay attention, detective. Go left.
Твою мать. Ух.
You're close, detective. Don't fumble now. Don't fumble now.
Должен успеть.
Hurry up, detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin.
Фух. Нет у меня никаких улучшений. Чего вы меня обманываете?
Congratulations, detective. You have defeated me. Seriously, Dark Knight, I'm stunned, humiliated, utterly bested. Time I gave up, I think. Why don't you head on your way? Did you really believe that a challenge designed by me, the Riddler, would be quite so easy? Oh, Dark Knight. You sweet, naive sentinel. Of course it wouldn't. Still, thanks to your unrelenting desire to showboat, I now have several hundred terabytes worth of performance data relating to that latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. Naturally, I shall be using this data to calibrate further challenges and trials. I'll see you soon, detective. There's a lot more to come.
Ну, это, так понимаю, была самая легкая гонка. Я просто помню, когда я еще играл тогда, у меня так пукан горел с этих гонок. Так, ну, на этом я, в принципе, закончу. Всем пока.